Tonight's game is just around the corner as we start to wrap up the MLB pregame show. But before we go down to the action, let's take a look at a young player to watch for as we give you the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Big Daddy Candyman is our man to watch. And we get a great look at him here from a few moments ago as he was presented with his well-earned National League MVP trophy. A great moment in his career.
Yeah, and that's certainly something that he's going to remember forever. And it's an award that he definitely earned. But at the same time, he's got a new season to worry about now. And it's not too common for an MVP to go back-to-back and repeat the following year. So hopefully he can return to the great form that he displayed last year.
Yeah, I hope he can too. He was such an awesome sight to see out there last season. I mean, he really gave the fans around the league a thrill game in and game out. Certainly one of the most exciting players in the game today.
All right, lineups and first pitch are coming up next. Stay tuned for that right here on the show. Tuesday night baseball here on the show from Chase Field in Phoenix. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Colorado Rockies and the Arizona Diamondbacks. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting lineup. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, they got to love the production they're getting out of their leadoff hitter right now. He always seems to come through in the clutch. Doesn't let the pressure of a big situation get to him. Whether it's the first inning with nobody out or the 9th inning with 2 outs, his approach doesn't change, and that's a big reason why he delivers so often.
Big Daddy Candyman will get the call to face them, and the key for him will almost certainly be getting ahead in the count early. We've seen in the past when he's forced to work from behind, he can run into some problems.
Leading off tonight for Colorado,
Charlie Blackmon heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
And nobody away.
Underway now in the Valley of the Sun as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball 1. EK, you take a look at this Diamondback ball club as they begin play here tonight. They're coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, you don't want to feel like you're playing catch-up one game into the season, so getting that win in front of the big crowd was a good, positive start to the season. Now they just need to carry that over into game 2.
And that misses ball 4, so not the start he was looking for tonight as he walks the leadoff hitter on 5 pitches.
third baseman
Nolan Arenado will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Grounded up the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Well, Matt, Woody calls a good game more often than not. Although he has been known to get a little flack from time to time about his consistency, especially on the corners of the strike zone. We'll see if that comes into play.
In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Nobody out, runner on first. Ring him up on the screwball, and that's the first down of the inning. And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. EK, any thoughts?
Well, I'll be keeping an eye on what that leadoff hitter can do in this one. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. He knows how to stay within himself and come through in the clutch.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And, boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
No.
Fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
Hey, need a strikeout right here. Here we go.
1-2. Here it comes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. And a
Ball four,
fastball
outside.
misses there, ball 4. Carlos Gonzalez will stand in. He drove in one of the 2 runs in yesterday's ball game.
Carlos Gonzalez.
And that's in there for strike 1.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little bit here and come through big.
Ball.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch
Ball.
out there. The count is
Playing
still
2
well in
balls,
your
2
favor
strikes.
on the mound.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Ground ball right side. LeMahieu with a great stop. Got him.
Whew, no problem.
Batting fifth.
Number 20 will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss.
Well, when you have a rough day at the
That's a
plate, it's
strike.
all about letting it go. You can't dwell on it for too long.
Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. A little bouncer, but it gets
Just
foul.
Get down now, get down.
Here it comes on 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Rocky Holton will stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday.
Yeah, not really a great performance for him yesterday, but that's just part of this ball game. You have to know that those rough ones are going to come up and bite you every once in a while.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A
No
little
ball.
tardy
One
there. No
strike.
balls and a strike.
Well, he's gotten away here early with leaving some of these pitches out over the middle of the plate, especially to start some of these
No.
at-bats.
Down and
Play
away,
11.
ball 1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And he
Ball.
lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. And with that, let's bring in a look at the defensive alignment for the Diamondbacks. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Pollock on the run, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Batting eighth. Shortstop.
Daniel Descalso into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
The fastball looks awfully sharp here early on. Sound sharp, too.
On the move is Pollock.
I got it.
No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. The pitcher, Big Daddy Candyman, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
Come on, big guy.
And they'll try and play for one here as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. And with a quick breather here, let's bring in a look at how the Rockies will line up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Tyler Matzik set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Big, slow breaking ball. One that drops in for a strike.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95+ mile-an-hour
Playing
fastballs.
12, 1-2.
That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Charlie Blackmon will get a second shot now. He worked out a walk to open the ball game. And he lays off there, 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a miss for strike one.
That's a really good 12-6 curveball there. He'll throw that on any count, even when he's behind, because he has such confidence in that pitch.
And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Owings is camped under this one, and that's out number 2.
The batter, number 20.
Nolan Arenado digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early.
That's a ball.
We're seeing some pretty good pitching so
One
far
ball.
in this game.
No strikes.
Slurd swung on and missed there. It's 1-1.
2 down here.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. 2 out, nobody on. Hit to short. Owings is there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Corey Dickerson is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And this pitch is right down the middle, strike one. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Yeah, not a real good job of pitch recognition there. I mean, this ball was going to be in on his hands to begin with. I don't know quite what he saw that made him want to swing at that thing, but it just completely locked him up there.
Come on, get ahead. Let's go.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Now a ball lined to the left side. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Just overmatched him there.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. Too high, ball 3.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. No runs, no hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out.
He's making quick work of the middle of this lineup. Back-to-back strikeouts against their number 3 and 4 hitters.
Yeah, we got 2 down now. 2 down.
Number 20 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, he was
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Yeah.
Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Ball.
And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Second baseman.
Rocky Holton will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. In there, strike 1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Rockies strand 1. It remains 1-0. Stepping in, Big Daddy Candyman. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
Well, a pretty productive at bat last time, like you said, Matt. But right here with 2 outs, we're going to have to see if he can maybe find a gap and drive in a run.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go, baby.
Smoked on the ground, left side. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Michael McHenry heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
And so far he's been real effective using that inside part of the plate tonight. I don't think that pitch was even in the strike zone, and Show Track will confirm that for us right now. But I guess he felt like it was close enough that he had to take a rip at it.
Stepping in now, Daniel Descalzo. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Line drive to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Tyler Matzik comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes down to how the pitcher is with the bat in his hands and what he can do.
Now batting.
So striding in, Charlie Blackmon, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he takes ball 1. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here's a called strike on the curveball. 1-2.
Oof. What a time to call on that.
Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just 1 lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Lays off 1-0. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
3-0 now. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. Corey Dickerson will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit, it still hasn't shown up yet. And like you say, you got the bases loaded. You just wonder how many more of these opportunities are you going to get?
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
That thing's knee-high on the outside.
And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off.
He got him. And exhale as he's out of the jam, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Carlos Gonzalez will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
That's by him for strike 1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
And Gonzalez lays off as he goes to 2-1 now. Hit high and deep to right center. Back goes Pollock, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double. Number 20 get an opportunity now following the leadoff double.
And with his guys down by a run, at the very least, you need to try to shoot something to the right side. Hopefully get that runner over to third with 1 out.
Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. And there's the slurve, but it misses 1-1.
1-1.
No one out with a runner at second. Good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard. Well, it's really not too hard to figure out what the game plan is on a guy like this. You cannot give him anything up around the belt that he can drive. So you're going to see that all 4 pitches are either mid-thigh or below, and that's right about where you're going to want to be pitching against a guy like this.
Come on now, here we go, guys.
Standing in now, Rocky Holton. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1. Well, one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
Ball.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. To 2-2 now.
And that's a case where he's just trying to do anything to get his guys on the board.
And he's
3
getting
balls,
his
2
money's
strikes,
worth up
down
there
is full.
now. It's full, 3-2. And through 5 1/3, already coming
Ball
up on
four.
100 pitches here. Now he tries to hold back on the swing, and the home plate umpire says he did so successfully. It's ball 4. Michael McHenry is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
And here's where the Rockies need to cash in with that one key hit they've been missing.
A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Hey, strike this guy out. Let's go.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Well, you know it's just the 6th inning, but you kind of get the sense that they need to come up with something here. So that could be a really costly strikeout.
Daniel Descalzo strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
0-1 count. Here it comes.
Here.
Swinging a ball line hard towards short, but this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. 2 left for Colorado. They still trail 1-0. Tyler Matzik will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
1-1.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
If I didn't know any better, I think this was his first inning out there.
Ball.
He's still throwing the ball with
2
a lot of
balls,
velocity.
1 strike.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-2.
Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Now, getting that first out is always critical in a 1-run ball game. And they could certainly use a quick 7th inning here.
Charlie Blackmon will stand in for the 4th time now. Still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Hey, get him yourself
Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2. Down and in as he's forced to back out of the way that time.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Well, we've talked about it already, but this has just been an absolutely dominating performance out there. That's 14 strikeouts.
Nolan Arenado stands in as he looks at a called strike.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads.
One strike.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now a screwball is poured over for a strike, and he takes command 1-2.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Big Daddy Candyman will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Back goes Gonzalez, and this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left, and Arizona moves out in front now 2-0.
You want to talk about instant offense? How about the first pitch of the inning? He's just hoping to get ahead here with a first pitch strike, but now all of a sudden, he's got a guy circling the bases.
Corey Dickerson comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at-bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
He's set. Here it comes. Line hard to the left side, but foul. The 0-1.
Hey, come on now, let's go.
And he falls behind 0-2. Hit hard back up the middle. And this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
You kind of wonder why guys would pitch to him in this situation. You know someone wants to end this streak, but he just finds a way to get another hit.
And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. 1-0 count. Here it is. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
Yeah, he probably won't have too big a dip in velocity the rest of the way. But the later this game goes, the more important it'll be to watch where his location is. That's probably the bigger concern.
Now a ball hit sharply toward third. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. The throw into second. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. Now here comes the Arizona skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one. David Hernandez is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
David Hernandez.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Diamondbacks are victorious here, 3-1. Good night from Phoenix.
The final line score for the ball game tonight for the victorious Diamondbacks. 3 runs.